Greetings, dear viewers. I am Archibald Grimshaw, speaking to you from the depths of my old Victorian study, where the air is thick with tales of the macabre and the haunting mysterious. Tonight, I invite you to join me as we unlock the doors to one of the most infamous haunted locations in America, the LaLaurie Mansion. New Orleans, 1834. A city of elegance, extravagance, and hidden darkness. The streets were alive with the sounds of carriages, the laughter of the elite, and the whispers of secrets that lay just beneath the surface. Among the opulent mansions and lively streets, a chilling tale unfolded, a story that continues to fascinate and horrify to this day. The city, with its grand architecture and vibrant culture, was also a place where shadows danced in the corners, hiding the darkest of human behaviors. Prepare yourself for a journey into this haunting tale, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more dark tales from Archibald Grimshaw. This is the story of Madame Delphine LaLaurie, a woman who moved with grace among the city's elite, her charm masking a heart of unspeakable cruelty. She was a figure of high society, known for her beauty and sophistication, yet her true nature was far more sinister. Born into wealth and privilege, LaLaurie seemed to embody the spirit of New Orleans. She was known for her lavish parties, her exquisite taste, and her captivating presence. Her home was a beacon of luxury, filled with the finest furnishings and the most distinguished guests. Yet behind her charming facade lurked a monster, a woman capable of unimaginable acts of violence and depravity. The grandeur of her mansion hid the horrors that took place within its walls, a stark contrast to the elegance she portrayed to the world. Her victims, the enslaved people she held captive within the walls of her grand mansion at 1140 Royal Street, these individuals, stripped of their freedom and humanity, suffered under her brutal hand, their lives a constant nightmare. Their cries went unheard, their suffering ignored, their very existence a testament to the brutal realities of slavery in antebellum Louisiana. The society that celebrated LaLaurie's charm turned a blind eye to the atrocities she committed, a chilling reminder of the era's moral blindness. This is the story of the New Orleans House of Horrors, a chilling exploration of power, cruelty, and the darkness that can lurk beneath a veneer of respectability. The mansion, once a symbol of opulence, became a house of terror, its walls echoing with the silent screams of the oppressed. It is a story that forces us to confront the horrors of the past and to grapple with their enduring legacy in the present. The tale of Madame LaLaurie is not just a historical account, it is a reflection on the human capacity for cruelty and the importance of remembering the victims of such inhumanity. As we walk the streets of New Orleans today, we are reminded of the shadows that once loomed large, urging us to learn from history and strive for a more just and compassionate world. The LaLaurie Mansion stood as a proud testament to wealth and status. Its towering presence was a constant reminder of the family's affluence and their significant role in the social fabric of New Orleans. Its grandeur was undeniable, a symbol of the family's prominent standing in New Orleans society. The lavish furnishings, the intricate chandeliers, and the exquisite artwork all spoke of a life of luxury and privilege. But behind the elegant facade, whispers began to circulate, whispers of something sinister lurking beneath the surface. The mansion, with its opulent exterior, hid a darkness that few could fathom. Neighbors noticed the comings and goings of enslaved people, their movements hurried, their faces etched with fear. The sight of these individuals, often seen in distress, raised questions and suspicions among the community. The sounds of screams and whimpers occasionally pierced the night, quickly silenced, leaving an unsettling quiet in their wake. These eerie noises, though brief, left an indelible mark on those who heard them, adding to the growing unease. Servants spread rumors of Madame LaLaurie's volatile temper, her cruel punishments meted out with chilling indifference, tales of her wrath and the suffering she inflicted on those under her control became common knowledge among the staff. One incident in particular sent a shockwave through the community. It was an event so tragic and horrifying that it could not be easily dismissed or forgotten. A young enslaved girl, rumored to be Madame LaLaurie's personal servant, plunged to her death from the mansion's roof. The circumstances of her fall were shrouded in mystery and speculation. While LaLaurie maintained it was an accident, whispers of the girl being chased, of her desperate attempt to escape a brutal beating, spread like wildfire. The community was abuzz with theories and conjectures, each more horrifying than the last. The incident drew the attention of authorities, but LaLaurie, with her wealth and influence, managed to deflect any serious investigation. Her connections and social standing provided her with a shield against the full force of the law. The whispers continued, however, swirling around the mansion like a malevolent wind, hinting at the horrors unfolding within. The stories of cruelty and suffering persisted, casting a long, dark shadow over the LaLaurie name and their once glorious mansion. The true extent of the horrors within the LaLaurie Mansion remained hidden from public view until a fateful day in April 1834. This grand mansion, with its opulent facade, masked a sinister reality that would soon be unveiled in the most shocking manner. A fire erupted in the mansion's kitchen, sending flames and smoke billowing into the sky. The blaze, which started innocuously enough, quickly spread, drawing the attention of neighbors and passers-by. The thick black smoke was a harbinger of the dark secrets that were about to be exposed. As firefighters battled the blaze, they made a gruesome discovery that would forever etch the name LaLaurie into the annals of history. The fire, which had initially seemed like a tragic accident, became the catalyst for uncovering a nightmare that had been hidden in plain sight. Breaking into the mansion's attic, they stumbled upon a scene of unimaginable cruelty. The attic, a place typically used for storage, had been transformed into a chamber of horrors. The firefighters, unprepared for what they would find, were met with a sight that would haunt them for the rest of their lives. 7 enslaved people, emaciated and bound, bore the scars of torture and abuse. Their bodies, frail and weakened, told a story of prolonged suffering and inhumane treatment. Each scar, each wound was a testament to the relentless cruelty they had endured at the hands of their captors. Some were chained to the walls, their bodies contorted in unnatural positions. The chains, heavy and rusted, were a stark contrast to the delicate human forms they restrained. These individuals had been denied even the most basic of human dignities, left to languish in their chains. Others were confined to cages, their minds seemingly broken by the horrors they had endured. The cages, small and confining, were not meant for human habitation. The psychological torment of being trapped in such conditions was evident in their vacant stares and hollow expressions. One man was found strapped to a crudely fashioned wheel, his limbs grotesquely twisted. The wheel, a device of medieval torture, had been repurposed for Madame LaLaurie's sadistic pleasures. The man's body, contorted and broken, was a chilling reminder of the lengths to which she would go to inflict pain. A woman wore a spiked iron collar digging into her flesh. The collar, designed to cause maximum discomfort and pain, was a cruel instrument of control. Her neck, raw and bleeding, bore the marks of prolonged wear, a silent testament to her suffering. Their bodies bore testament to the depths of Madame LaLaurie's depravity, her cruelty exceeding anything the public could have imagined. The sheer scale of her brutality was almost incomprehensible, leaving those who discovered it in a state of shock and disbelief. The discovery sent shockwaves through New Orleans. The city, known for its vibrant culture and rich history, was suddenly thrust into the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. The LaLaurie Mansion, once a symbol of wealth and prestige, had become a symbol of unimaginable horror. The city, accustomed to turning a blind eye to the realities of slavery, was forced to confront the monstrous consequences of such a system. The LaLaurie Mansion became a grim reminder of the dark underbelly of society, a place where human lives were treated as mere commodities, subject to the whims of their owners. The revelations from that day in April 1834 would forever change the way New Orleans, and indeed the world, viewed the institution of slavery. The fire, believed to have been started by an enslaved cook desperate to escape the horrors of the attic, became a morbid beacon, illuminating the dark underbelly of New Orleans society. As news of the atrocities spread, outrage and disgust gripped the city. A mob fueled by anger and a thirst for justice descended upon the LaLaurie Mansion. They stormed the house, intent on exacting revenge on Madame LaLaurie and her husband. However, the couple had already fled, vanishing into the night, their fate uncertain. The mob, unable to unleash their fury on the perpetrators, ransacked the mansion, destroying furniture, tearing down walls, and leaving the once grand residence a gutted shell. Their actions, while fueled by righteous anger, also reflected a deep-seated fear. The horrors uncovered within the LaLaurie Mansion were a stark reminder of the vulnerability of those held captive within the system of slavery, and the lengths to which some would go to maintain their power and control. As the chilling echoes of the LaLaurie Mansion fade into the night, we conclude this macabre tale. Until next time, this is Archibald Grimshaw signing off. Sleep well, if you dare.